This morning, former President Donald Trump's first visit to Dane County. It's happening today. We're going to have the traffic impact and what you can expect.
Plus, why a UW Madison student may face punishment following campus protest.
And our Michelle Renee Quinn standing by to prepare us for that historic visit from a Republican nominee for president here in Dane County for the first time in many, many years. As we welcome you in here to News 3 Now this morning on the first day of October. Kyrian, how are we feeling about this?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we are going to have some live coverage from Josh out in the field as well. So it's a good start to October.
Yeah, I got a lot to get to today. Yeah, the Brewers playoff run starts today. Got Donald Trump in Dane County. A lot to get to. Let's get to Savannah Brito because it's the first day of October.
Yes, and it is a little windy out there, but surprisingly, Savannah doesn't have on the coat this morning.
I know, guys. Temperatures themselves not that bad, but it's the wind that's causing a bite to the air. I have my long sleeves on. If I had short sleeves, I definitely have the jacket on this morning. We're going to want those tomorrow morning. It's going to be breezy and temperatures fall a lot more than what we're seeing right now. Wind gusts, though, since midnight, 28 miles per hour in Madison, 32 in La Crosse, 25 in Camp Douglas. Very breezy. This is not going to change a whole lot today. Later this evening into tonight, these are going to decrease a little bit, but tomorrow these are going to kick right back up, tracking very breezy of conditions over the next 48 hours. Today's forecast will see some sunshine, though. Temperatures falling, though, as a result of that cold front, that being the reason behind the breezy conditions. And cooler weather this morning. Like I said, temperatures themselves not cold this morning. We're only going to see them rise a little bit, and I still think we're going to have over the next about hour or two temperatures fall, but we're looking at the lower to mid-60s at best this afternoon, maybe a mid-60 in there, but tonight that's what's going to get us. We'll talk about how low those temperatures are expected to go coming up.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Let's get to our Three for the People coverage this morning. It's a big day in Dane County. Former President Trump will be at Dane Manufacturing in Waunakee today. Not only is this the first time a former president will campaign in Dane County, it's the first time any GOP presidential candidate will campaign here since 1996.
That's right. Guests will be admitted starting at 10:30. Trump will begin speaking at 1:30. He's expected to focus on the economy, manufacturing, and the agriculture industry.
So the village of Waunakee advising folks of traffic delays today. They encourage drivers to plan ahead, prepare to use alternate routes, and be patient. Expect disruptions between 11:30 and 4 o'clock today as everybody tries to make their way to Dane Manufacturing and try to get out of there in an orderly fashion. The village will provide updates throughout the day and will pass those along as necessary.
And this visit comes after a visit to Prairie du Chien over the weekend.
This morning, our Michelle Renee Quinn is live in Waunakee to tell us what we can expect today. Good morning, Michelle Renee.
Chris, Kyrian, good morning. That's right. I'm live at Dane Manufacturing in Waunakee, where Trump will be speaking at 1:30 today. Now, Wisconsin continues to arguably be the battleground state as recent polling shows a tight race between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. Now, Dane Manufacturing is the location Trump will be at today. It was established in 1917. They're a contract manufacturer and metal fabricator. In 2007, the company won its first of 6 Inc. 5000 awards, demonstrating long-term commitment to excellence in manufacturing, and is committed to a goal of tripling the size of the company and creating more jobs in 3 years through innovation. One Republican chairman says Waunakee is a spot tailor-made for Trump's message.
To an extent, with this being a sanctuary county and Madison being a sanctuary city, that is something I think he will highlight, and then I think he's going to pivot to the economy. He's going to be at a manufacturing facility. He's going to talk about bringing manufacturing jobs to the state and to this country.
As far as security goes today, the Dane County Sheriff's Department confirms they will be assisting the Secret Service and village of Waunakee. Now, Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, will have visited Wisconsin 7 times this campaign cycle. Live in Waunakee, Michelle Renee Quinn, News 3 Now.
All right, Michelle Renee, thank you. We're going to have live coverage of the former president's visit today on Channel 3000 Plus. You can find that through channel3000.com and the Channel 3000 mobile app.
In other news, one UW-Madison student could face disciplinary action from the university. This follows his alleged involvement in the spring encampment protest of the war in Gaza. The main source of evidence the university investigator brought to the hearing is Vignesh Ramachandran's op-ed. It's an opinion piece published on May 10th by the Cap Times entitled UW-Madison Not Acting in Good Faith with Student Protesters. In the article, the authors use the words, "We have been camping on Library Mall." The university investigator argues this is the students' way of admitting they were camping and picnicking on university grounds. This is a violation of school policy. However, the student says otherwise.
It attacks two of the most essential rights that are the bedrock of democratic society in the U.S., the right to association, which I just mentioned, and the right to freedom of expression.
His co-author will have her hearing this Friday. The university did not make a final decision in yesterday's hearing.
In the spring, campus protests also dominated Democratic politics. Thousands of Wisconsinites cast protest votes against Joe Biden. We asked Harris campaign surrogate Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez whether this is an issue that still divides Democrats and something that could lead to lower Democratic turnout.
Across the country, how unified are Democrats? Are you worried that an issue like that might still be divisive for folks?
I do believe that Vice President Harris is very receptive and has very much been listening to what is going on and paying attention to what is going on, and does not take young people for granted.
She adds that young voters will still be a key group for Democrats this fall.
In the Middle East, the Israeli military launched what it calls a limited ground operation into Lebanon. It's a new and dangerous phase in almost a year of war. It comes after aerial assaults that wiped most of Hezbollah's leadership. Those strikes have also killed hundreds of citizens and displaced more than 1 million people. Just this morning, Israel ordered the evacuation of 24 Lebanese communities north of the Israeli border. The Pentagon says it's sending thousands of additional American troops to the Middle East to bolster security.
Well, if you feel like you're constantly living through political history, that's Wisconsin in 2024. Our Maddie Heimsch took a trip to the Wisconsin Historical Society to see how historians are documenting our state's politics.
The Wisconsin Historical Society has been highlighting our state's past since the mid-1800s and currently hosts almost 300 million artifacts.
Our goal is to collect, preserve, and share stories.
Abby Norderhog is the state archivist and director of acquisitions.
So when we collect, we are looking for things that really tell the story of a particular moment. We want to look for items that are capturing the moment as it's happening and are really iconic in this particular time.
And right now, Wisconsin is filled with those moments. This year, Norderhog adds a Kamala Barbie t-shirt to the political archives, finding space among a Richard Nixon bucket hat and a Clinton for President button.
We liked that item for a couple reasons. It connects to the popularity of Barbie that we saw with the last movie, and Barbie has a Wisconsin tie. So since Barbie is from Willows, Wisconsin, it was also kind of a neat tie-in to get an election item that has that kind of connection to the state.
It's those connections, she says, bring historical exhibits to life.
It makes an event real in a way that it may not be if you're just reading about it in a textbook.
Norderhog tells me when an item makes its way to the Historical Society, a collection committee votes on whether or not the piece is worth holding on to. Staff then describes and categorizes the item before choosing how to incorporate it into a larger story for the public.
One thing that we really focus on when we're collecting either the past or current events is making sure that we're telling both sides of every story.
Meaning for every Kamala Barbie t-shirt collected, an RNC cheesehead goes with it.
We don't want to be collecting just one point of view.
That was Maddie Heimsch reporting. You can check out the Society's Wisconsin Political History Gallery online by heading to our website, channel3000.com.
The MLB playoffs start today, and the Brewers will be hosting the New York Mets in the wild card round. It's best out of 3. The game is today at 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, it's crazy how the MLB playoffs kind of developed. Yesterday, the Brewers had no idea who they were going to be playing, and today their postseason runs start, and it's boom, 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 back-to-back-to-back games.
On the ground, off running. So I'm excited to see what happens here.
Yeah, me too. Go Brew Crew. All right, let's kick it over to Savannah real quick, find out what's coming up in that forecast. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. Temperatures and precipitation both for the month of September of 2024. We were above average. We'll have a recap of October, an outlook of October coming up.
Plus, October ready. We're live from AmFam Field this morning for the first playoff game for the wild card round for the Brewers. We're going to have more on the fun coming up as we head from the 608 to the 414.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 2024 Tacoma for $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm a nurse in Wisconsin, and my patients don't want politicians like Eric Hovde making their healthcare decisions.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
Hovde means what he says about opposing reproductive rights.
Eric Hovde supported overturning Roe v. Wade, which led to an abortion ban in Wisconsin.
And that's a ban with no exceptions for rape or incest.
What Hovde supports criminalizes abortion and doctors like me.
We need to vote against Eric Hovde.
WIN Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Pets are cute. Until they're not. Forgive your best friend. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Their Bidenomics led to the highest inflation in 40 years. Highest gas prices ever. Skyrocketing interest rates. Unaffordable housing. Incomes down. Unemployment rising. And a recession now headed our way. Yet Kamala Harris is clueless.
We are very proud of Bidenomics. Bidenomics is working.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
4 years ago, in this alley, rioters threw a brick at my face and knocked out my teeth. Why? Because I was a police officer. And what did Kamala Harris do? While America's cities were burning, Kamala was defending peaceful protest. She raised millions to help bail rioters out of jail and supported defunding our police, making us all less safe. Kamala Harris is dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Announcing the winners of Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Congratulations to Don's Home Furniture for their win for Best Furniture and Best Outdoor Living and Services. See all the winners on MadisonMagazine.com.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
We found out our baby had severe fetal abnormalities and that my life was at risk. But Wisconsin Republicans' extreme abortion ban forced us to leave the state to get the care that I needed. It was a nightmare. Eric Hovde pushed to end Roe v. Wade. And in the Senate, Hovde would give Mitch McConnell the majority to ban abortion nationwide. No exceptions for rape, incest, or the health of women like me. What is wrong with these guys?
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, but with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat, Cool Sculpting Elite, the newest technology available. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
We're back here at 6:13 with the latest on Hurricane Helene. It will rank among the deadliest to strike the U.S. in the past 50 years. At least 130 people are dead across 6 states. Hundreds more are still unaccounted for. In western North Carolina, many remain isolated and cut off from supplies and medical care. Hundreds of roads remain closed with damage that could take years to repair. A federal public health emergency has been declared in North Carolina, Florida, and Georgia. If you'd like to help, you can donate to the Red Cross by heading to channel3000.com.
Let's check in now with Savannah Burrito, who's here now with your first warn weather. All right, getting a little bit of a cold front here.
Yeah, it's almost passing through Milwaukee at this point in time, but our winds increasing and our temperatures dropping. So this cold front definitely packing a punch. There's a little bit of a bite to the air this morning that's going to continue to move eastward. Our winds are actually, as far as gusts go, going to approach 25 to even 35 miles per hour. That's where we are right now. Yes, they're going to decrease a little bit this evening into tonight, not by much. We're still tracking wind gusts between 10, 15, close to 20 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, we're going to see similar conditions out there again. A little warmer, but wind gusts are going to be approaching 30 miles per hour for your Wednesday. So today, the start of October, we're actually going to see temperatures near normal today and tonight, even a couple degrees cooler than that. But our average high and low, the first 67, 45. By the middle of the month, that drops to 60, 40, and by Halloween, 53, 35. We're just going to cover that up. We see 0.6 of an inch of snowfall on average in Madison. So yes, we could be talking about snow this month, but overall I do think our pattern, roughly besides give or take a few days, is going to stay warm out there. Above average overall, at least thinking through that second week of October. There are signs we keep with the warmer air. Again, besides today, it'll definitely feel fall-like outside to kick off the start of October. I think we'll see a few clouds here and there as temperatures only climb and top out in the lower to mid 60s. There might be a couple areas that hit 66, 67, so technically mid to upper 60s, but the majority of southern Wisconsin topping out lower to mid 60s. Despite the cloud cover, I think that's going to increase through tonight, but then clear as we head for the early morning hours of tomorrow as a result of that. And despite the winds being back out of the south, that's going to warm us up tomorrow afternoon, but not tonight. You'll definitely want to keep the jacket, maybe even a lighter coat handy. We're talking about widespread lower 40s, maybe even a couple areas dropping in the 30s, upper 30s. So it will be a chilly start tomorrow, and keep in mind it will be pretty breezy out there again tomorrow, but the daytime high will climb into the 70s, right near that 70-degree mark, lower 70s. So yes, it'll be a chilly start, but we'll see warmer air. 70s stick around for quite some time.
All right. Savannah, thank you. And we're heading from the 608 to the 414 this morning, where the Milwaukee Brewers start their wild card round today.
That's right. Josh Sprider is at American Family Field this morning with more on the postseason excitement. Hey, Josh, how is it?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we are on the field here at AmFam Field this morning. You can see the big scoreboard behind us, the first game of the wild card round. First pitch, 4:32 this afternoon as the Brewers take on the Mets right here at home. And of course, we've got to talk about postseason merch this morning. Sean Marefka is here to talk a little bit more about some of the excitement around that. Sean, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you. It feels like just yesterday we were here for opening day, and now we're talking about October baseball.
Yes, we are. It's an exciting time of year for us.
What can folks expect here as far as retail merch goes?
We've been planning for postseason since about August. This weekend we launched our AC collection that the players will be wearing on field. So they'll wear these the sweatshirts and T-shirts in the dugout and during batting practice. We're also offering our program series. It's a 3-cover series with William Adames, Jackson Cheerio, and William Contreras. We launched those this weekend, and we sold over 2,000 copies.
Wow.
In addition, my wonderful staff was pressing 600 jerseys yesterday to replenish from the weekend so that we can make sure that we have Jackson Cheerio jerseys and all of our exciting players. We'll also be offering game used items, so bases from this series. We'll be collecting a set of 3, and we'll be offering those for sale at our game used location.
And people actually will buy a base.
Yeah, they will. What we'll do is we have authenticators that are in the building, and they'll authenticate baseballs from today's game and bases, and we'll bring baseballs from today's game into the location at around the 4th or 5th inning.
Wow. Okay, I'm always amazed by people going all out for this stuff, and you guys obviously, this isn't an overnight job. You guys plan for this way ahead of time.
Yeah, in August we'll start planning for postseason. We'll look at our postseason gear inventory that we want to bring in, but we'll also look at our day-to-day items like jerseys, caps, just general apparel for the fans to wear as well. It's a pretty significant part of our business. We've been busy regularly. We're open on non-game days 11 to 6, so if you can't come down to the game, there's your time to shop.
Yeah, I know I've got my first, this new hat on here this morning as well, the division champions, of course, so there's just a lot of excitement, and now is the time for people to be able to get this because we're October ready.
Yeah, come on down.
Awesome. Well, Sean, thank you so much for your time. Again, first pitch 4:32 this afternoon. I have a detailed list up on channel3000.com for what's going to happen over the next few days if the Brewers win. You can find everything you need to know up right now on our website. Guys, it feels kind of like Christmas morning here. You can kind of feel the excitement in the air. October baseball, and they are October ready right here in Milwaukee, guys.
All right, Josh Pryder live at American Family Field this morning at 3 games, wild card series. Winner moves on, and of course, at this time of year, it's all about momentum. Whatever team can keep that momentum going and keep playing into November.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Say it's 0-0 now.
Yeah, right. Everybody's level. Everybody's on equal.
Same playing field
footing,
right now.
All right, Josh, we'll talk to you again here soon.
Well, still ahead, we have a look, and you can ask Josh what inspires you here in the 608. Of course, you can either reach out on social media or email us at in608@wisctv.com.
Well, still ahead, an iconic rock band just announced some U.S. tour dates, and they won't be too far away.
Eric Franke, News 3 Now at 5, 6, and 10. Moving forward. Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Announcing the winners of Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Congratulations to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse for their wins in the food and drink category, including gold for Best Barbecue. See all the winners on MadisonMagazine.com.
To prove that you can get just as strong at Planet Fitness, we're seeing if people can tell the difference between our 75-pound dumbbell and a 75-pound dumbbell from an overpriced competitor gym. Okay, the old flick test, that never fails.
There's literally no difference.
Plus, you can save $28 or more when you join today. Wow.
Why would I pay more to lift the same weights?
It's the Planet Fitness Strong Choice Sale. Save $28 or more. Join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends October 10th. Planet Fitness. Light price, strong choice.
Not everyone knows us, but in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana, we are famous in our field. As a Sloan's technician, customer service is our specialty, whether you come to see us or we come to you. We are in the business of supporting your business, and we are highly trained to work on your John Deere equipment. At Sloan's, our loyalty lies with you. We depend on you, and we are proud to serve you. When it comes to service, you can count on us. Remember, think Sloan's first.
Gas, groceries, school supplies, everything costs more. Eggs are almost twice as much as they were 4 years ago. Biden, Harris, and the Democrats keep telling us things are better. They aren't better. And Tammy Baldwin is making it worse. Raising taxes, running up debt, voting for spending that's driving inflation. 25 years in Washington and she's done nothing. It's time for a change.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
You've got this. Whatever it is, you're ready for it. Your newly purchased defenses, top of the line. Your backup, backing up. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you, with maintenance-free checking with no minimum balances. So if your new house still has some old tenants, we'll make sure your checking account won't be giving you any surprises. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them. because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
6:23 on your Tuesday. This is from Gwen. She says, hippie gnome and friends tailgating. Of course, this is in celebration of the Brewers today.
This is so Gwen.
I love the gnomes. Gnomes are some of my favorite things.
It's like the nice little setup here, too.
Yeah, she loves her Brewers, and so do we. Thanks for sending that in, Gwen. Appreciate you. Well, trending this morning, the rock band Oasis is planning to cross the pond and tour North America. So they've been on hiatus for about 15 years. They kind of broke up. They're just filled with drama. These two brothers run this band, and they hate each other, but they're brothers. And they're in a largely successful band. But they're back. And they just announced some North American tour dates. They've got their hits like Wonderwall, Champagne Supernova, and Don't Look Back in Anger. If you want to see them, you want to mark your calendar, August 28th, 2025. They're scheduled to play Soldier Field in Chicago.
Is this like one of your bands you listen to?
It's sure, like they were popular when I was in junior high.
Wonderwall's a great song.
That seems to be the only one.
Everyone does covers of that.
Okay, see, and I'm just like, who are these people?
One Direction did a cover on Wonderwall.
Yeah, but I think it says something about how popular they are, that they could take a 15-year break. They haven't had a song on the charts in decades, and they can announce a worldwide tour and sell out stadiums.
Yeah, I feel like this is with a lot of artists. They have these hits that they don't have to make another hit ever again, because you can keep playing them.
Good to go. Hey, we want to wish Jimmy Carter a happy birthday. The former president turns 100. A bunch of events planned to celebrate, including a flyover of military jets over his hometown of Plains, Georgia. There's going to be a naturalization ceremony, a concert. Carter's been in hospice now for over a year, for about a year and a half. Family members say his birthday wish is to vote in the presidential election.
And may that wish be granted for him.
It's not too
100
long
years,
for that.
it's crazy.
Yeah, impressive.
Very, very. All right, we're in October. When's it going to start feeling like it? Tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, today and tomorrow, definitely going to feel like it. 65-41. And our average high and low the first of the month, 67-45. So we'll be very, very close to that.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You don't need to battle addiction alone. Contact the great people at Wood Violet Recovery today. You could be on your way to recovery the same day. Wood Violet Recovery works with a wide range of insurance networks, so a large portion of your treatment may be covered. Wood Violet Recovery will create the treatment plan that best suits your needs. Unlike other rehab facilities, phones and laptops are welcome. Today may feel dark, but there's a brighter tomorrow. Contact Wood Violet Recovery now.
Sometimes the smallest cracks can cause the biggest chills. This fall, watch out for the draft.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
This shouldn't take too long, should it?
I'll have your unit up and running in a jiffy. Oh, sorry, I have to go to the shop. Sorry, I don't have that part either. Sorry, I don't have that part either.
But you said it would be quick. A fully stocked truck can make a huge difference. Call Cardinal.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Fentanyl is killing over 1,000 people a year in Wisconsin. New reporting shows that Eric Hovde is doing business with a bank accused of links to the Mexican drug cartel. Banco Azteca loaded up $26 million in cash and flew it to Eric Hovde's bank in California. Other U.S. banks have cut ties with this Mexican bank, but Eric Hovde took their money. That's 26 million more reasons you can't trust Eric Hovde.
There are over 21,000 Wisconsin veterans struggling to pay for rent and utilities.
Thank you for your service.
Many are also facing issues with their mental health.
Thank you for your service.
We must do more to help these heroes who have already sacrificed so much.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Words simply aren't enough.
I'm sorry.
Make a difference by donating to this critical Wisconsin survival safety net today.
Introducing TPC Wisconsin, Madison's elite golf club with worldwide privileges, plus extraordinary amenities to keep you active year-round, to keep you fit, and well-equipped for the course, to keep you connected to what matters the most. Play where the pros play with an exclusive membership at TPC Wisconsin. Make it your club today.
Hi, I'm Sue Jenick, League of Women Voters of Dane County President. Know who you are going to vote for and why. Think about your values and what is important to you and your family. Seek out information about the candidates. On October 22nd, the League of Women Voters will publish candidates' answers outlining their beliefs and priorities for voters.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Right now, I'm live in Waunakee, where former President Donald Trump will be speaking. I'll have a preview.
Plus, the vice presidential candidates debate tonight. We asked Wisconsin voters what they think.
And later, Josh Sprider is live in the 414 this morning as the Brewers get ready to host playoff baseball. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrian Lee. Thanks for joining us. Like we said over and over this morning, I just cannot believe that it's October, and just from here, it's just going to be a whirlwind. So if you haven't got your holiday shopping started, you might want to go ahead and get started. It's October.
Can I tell them about the snow pants?
I suppose.
I don't know because you can't.
Tell them about the snow pants. I'm getting prepared. I have it in my cart.
Right. So with your little kids, I'm like, well, did you get your snow pants? Yeah, you got to get your snow pants. And she's like, snow pants? Like, what kind of snow pants? And I'm trying to give her some advice on what kind of pants and what kind of gear.
We usually don't have to do all the snow pants. And between Illinois and Missouri, we didn't have to do all that.
I know. But so we're getting everyone ready for the weather this morning. Savannah Brito is outside helping you prepare as well. What can we expect when we step out the door today, Savannah?
Yeah, guys, it's very breezy. Chris is all about getting everyone ready for the winter, but Kyrian and I trying to hold on to the summer-like weather. We still have plenty of 70s in the forecast, but it is definitely chilly out there this morning. The wind packing a punch. The cold front over towards Milwaukee, that's going to continue moving east. Behind that, breezy conditions, which we're already seeing this morning, and temperatures continuing to drop through the next about hour and a half. Our wind gusts are approaching 25 to 35 miles per hour. Some areas are topping out at about 36 to 37 miles per hour this morning. That's mainly northwest of Madison, where you can see those oranges and reds. That's upwards of about 35 miles per hour. So very breezy. That's not going to change much. I think they do come down some tonight into early tomorrow, but overall very breezy pattern that we're in. It'll be windy outside tomorrow too. Cooler today, fall-like. We are going to see eventually warmer temperatures. Not tomorrow morning. We're going to see very chilly overnight lows below average, but then tomorrow we're climbing to above average as far as afternoon temperatures go. We'll have a recap on September and an outlook on October, what you can expect coming up a little later.
All right, Savannah, thank you. To our 3 for the People coverage now. Former President Donald Trump is scheduled to campaign today in Waunakee.
This will be Trump's first time campaigning in Dane County and the first time since 1996 that any GOP presidential candidate has visited here. Despite being a blue stronghold in elections, Dane County draws the 3rd most Republican votes of any county in the state. With Dane County's increasing growth, the former president's campaign says they are looking to pull in low propensity voters.
The Village of Waunakee preparing people for traffic today. They encourage drivers to plan ahead, prepare to use alternate routes, and be patient. The Village expects disruptions to be heaviest between 11:30 and 4 o'clock today. They'll provide updates throughout the day, and we'll pass those along as necessary.
And former President Trump is speaking today at Dane Manufacturing.
That's where our Michelle Renee Quinn is this morning with a preview of the former president's visit. Good morning, Michelle Renee.
Chris, Kyrian, good morning. That's right. I'm outside of Dane Manufacturing in Waunakee, where former President Trump will be speaking today at 1:30. Now, Wisconsin continues to be arguably the battleground state, as recent polling is showing a tight race between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. A Dane County board supervisor from Wanakee says he is looking forward to Trump's speech, but he hopes that he focuses more on policy rather than conspiracy theories.
Doing statements like that hurts those people trying to live in their community because a lot of false accusations come out of it. So it would be great to see President Trump come in and say that these conspiracies aren't true, these are great participants in our community, and that we can have a political discourse without those types of attacks.
He cited the debunked false reports of Haitian immigrants in Ohio eating pets. Now, Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, will have visited Wisconsin 7 times during this campaign cycle. Live in Wanakee, Michelle Renee Quinn, News 3 Now.
Michelle Renee, thank you. We'll have live coverage of Trump's speech today at Dane Manufacturing on Channel 3000 Plus. You can find it on channel3000.com and the Channel 3000 mobile app.
Also happening today, second gentleman Doug Emhoff will be in Milwaukee. It's not clear where he will be campaigning or at what time. The campaign says Emhoff plans to talk about the vice president's plans to create an opportunity economy. Emhoff has been in Wisconsin before during this election season. He visited Wausau in July.
And Kamala Harris announcing another trip to Wisconsin. This is going to happen later this week in the Fox Valley. Thursday afternoon, she will host a rally sometime between 3 and 6. The campaign has not announced an exact location yet. Harris was just in Wisconsin about a week and a half ago when she was in Madison rallying supporters of the Alliant Energy Center.
And happening tonight, it's the first and only debate between the vice presidential nominees. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance will take the stage in New York City. CBS is hosting the debate. It's expected to last 90 minutes. Network leadership says unlike the recent presidential debates, they will not mute the candidates' microphones. There will be no opening statements and no studio audience. The candidates will have 2 minutes to answer each question, and the other candidate will have 2 minutes to respond, with 1 minute for additional rebuttals. The moderators are CBS Evening News anchor Nora O'Donnell and Face the Nation host Margaret Brennan.
The debate is expected to introduce Walz and Vance to a lot of Americans. It'll also be the first real side-by-side look at the VP candidates. But how much will tonight's debate impact the election? We spoke to some voters here in our area.
People definitely look into how they feel about the president kind of based on who they pick. I think it has a play.
It could play a role, especially like when you have a 78-year-old candidate as well, potentially a successor. I don't think it would affect my vote if there was like a major gaffe or anything.
Vice presidential debates may not turn the tide. I think they help the base because they see their candidate up there, but you still got to be careful.
Around 70 million viewers watched the debate between Harris and Trump. Close to 60 million tuned in for the vice presidential debate 4 years ago when Harris debated then Vice President Mike Pence.
We will have coverage of the vice presidential debate tonight right here on WISC-TV. That coverage begins at 7. The debate starts at 8. And new this morning, take a look at your screen right now. Police in Beloit are asking for your help to find Grant Morrow. A silver alert is out for his search. Police say no one has seen Morrow since Saturday morning in Green Bay. Now, he is believed to have left in the vehicle you see on your screen. That's a black 2022 Chrysler Pacifica and his Pennsylvania license plate MHT 4120. Grant Morrow is believed to be in a light blue polo shirt and denim jeans. Officials say he has a terminal medical condition. So if you see him, please call the Beloit Police Department. That number on your screen, 608-757-2244. And former President Jimmy Carter turns 100 years old today. He's the first ever president to reach that age. A number of events to celebrate are in the works. Military jets will fly over his hometown of Plains, Georgia. There will be a naturalization ceremony and concert. The former president entered hospice care in February 2023 after several hospital stays. Family members say Carter's birthday wish is to vote in the presidential election.
Well, the Brewers know whom they're going to face in the wild card round now. It's going to be the New York Mets. They played a doubleheader yesterday against the Atlanta Braves. For each team, one win would see them through the playoffs. The first game, a thrilling back-and-forth affair. The Mets were down 1 run in the 9th. in Atlanta when Francisco Lindor launched this one to right with 1 on. That was enough for the Mets to take Game 1 and a playoff spot. Then in Game 2, the Braves up 1-0 in the 7th. Triple the lead on this 2-run single by Marcell Ozuna. The Braves shut out the Mets to secure their own playoff spot. It means the Arizona Diamondbacks miss out on the postseason. So the Brewers are going to face the Mets starting today at AmFam Field for a 3-game wild card stretch.
That's right, and we're going to get an inside look of not opening day, but of the playoffs beginning. So Josh has all that coverage for us this morning.
Yeah, Josh, what's coming up?
Hey guys, good morning. Look who we got. We got the racing sausages. The excitement can be felt right here at AmFam Field this morning. We're having so much fun here as we're heading from the 608 to the 414. Again, first pitch at 4:32 this afternoon, and we're going to talk about more about what's happening coming up next.
And you can see they were in short sleeves. Temperatures over in Milwaukee are warmer than in Madison, still tracking 65 there. We're cooler though northwest. We'll talk about the lows that we're going to see though tonight.
Discover the charm of Oregon, Wisconsin. Enjoy the bike trails, parks, and outdoor activities, the quaint downtown, unique shops, and delicious dining. Visit Oregon, Wisconsin, where memories are made. See you soon.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Fentanyl is killing over 1,000 people a year in Wisconsin. New reporting shows that Eric Hubdy is doing business with a bank accused of links to the Mexican drug cartel. Banco Azteca loaded up $26 million in cash and flew it to Eric Hubdy's bank in California. Other U.S. banks have cut ties with this Mexican bank, but Eric Hubdy took their money. That's 26 million more reasons you can't trust Eric Hubdy.
If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully represented people injured in truck accidents for more than 35 years. We know what it takes to get the results you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
Rich, indulgent chocolate with a luscious caramel filling. Discover Ghirardelli Caramel Squares in a bag and a bar. Makes life a bite better.
Career politicians like Peter Barca will say anything to get elected. His latest negative ad against Brian Style, it's been called blatantly false. The truth, Style has always supported IVF. He co-sponsored a resolution supporting IVF. And Style backs legislation to help families afford IVF. Peter Barca can sling mud, but we deserve better than just another lying career politician.
I'm Brian Style, and I approve this message.
Discover the charm of Oregon, Wisconsin. Enjoy the bike trails, parks, and outdoor activities, the quaint downtown, unique shops, and delicious dining. Visit Oregon, Wisconsin, where memories are made. See you soon.
In today's crazy political climate, we are constantly bombarded with information and misinformation. News 3 Now wants to make sure all the national noise doesn't drown out what's important right here in southern Wisconsin. 3 for the People highlights the issues and the races that matter where you live.
Talking with local candidates, looking at both sides of the issues and fact-checking it all so you can cast your vote with confidence.
3 for the People, only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Well, happy October, everyone. Yesterday ended the month of September. We were above average as far as precipitation and temperatures, both of those. But how about a look at what we can expect in October in Madison? The average high and low, the first of the month at 67.45, will be very close to that both this afternoon and the forecast low heading into tonight. The 15th, though, halfway through the month, 60.40. That drops heading into Halloween, the end of the month on October 31st, 53.35. Our average snowfall, 0.6 of an inch. So yes, on average, we do start to see some of that snowfall across southern Wisconsin. Very breezy outside this morning, not necessarily dropping our temperatures as far as wind chills go this morning, but definitely a bite to the air. We're at 28 miles per hour in Madison, 28 in Janesville, 30 in Monroe, 25 in Camp Douglas, 32 though in La Crosse. You can see those areas that have the yellows, the reds and oranges. Those are stronger wind gusts. We're going to see them decrease a little bit overnight into tomorrow morning, but those are going to pick up again. We're looking at gusts very similar to this tomorrow afternoon, where we could see upwards of 30 to even 35 miles per hour. Those are wind gusts. Sustained winds are between about 10 and up to 20 miles per hour this morning. We're at 13 at the airport. 58's our current temperature. Those are still falling. We did hold on to the 60s. Milwaukee and areas just to Madison's east are still holding on to those lower to mid 60s because the cold front is approaching that area, not yet fully cleared. That's why behind that in Madison and areas west that did see that cold front a little bit ago, those areas seeing temperatures drop more this morning. 10 a.m. 58, so temperatures are going to stay steady, maybe even fall a couple more degrees before we get there. And then we'll see temperatures only warm in the lower to mid 60s, 62 heading into that lunchtime hour. Our winds right now are out of the northwest after that cold front did move through the area, but not going to last that long. We see clouds increase overnight, but then as we head closer to daybreak tomorrow, despite the southerly wind, mostly clear skies are going to allow temperatures to fall into near the 40-degree mark, some of us into those upper 30s. So it will be chilly. If you get cold easy, you are going to want to pull that winter jacket maybe out. We're talking about 41. That's the forecast low in Madison, but 71 tomorrow. So temperatures will be back to the 70s already.
All right, Savannah, thank you. All right, from the 608 to the 414 this morning, where the Milwaukee Brewers are starting their wild card round today.
That's right. Josh Sprider is live at American Family Field with more about the postseason excitement. He's really in the spirit, it looks like.
Hey, we're bringing the energy here in the 414 this morning. Photojournalist Mark Schilling hopped in the car, headed right down I-94 because it is the first day of the wild card round for the Brewers. First pitch, 4:32 this afternoon, and you can already feel the energy in the air. Tom Heck joining us this morning. Tom, good morning to you.
Welcome to the 414 American Family Field.
Another cheerleader?
We need all the energy that everybody's going to bring today.
And that's really what these next three games are going to be about.
Again, this is my 19th year with the Brewers, and my favorite memories of my time here has been postseason baseball. Some electric times, and the crowd makes a huge part of it. Our players comment about, the energy that our fans bring, and we need it today. We're going to need it all throughout this postseason run.
And of course, you guys are ready here at AmFam Field. It's looking great in here. You have the warming lights helping that grass grow a little bit. You guys are ready.
Yeah, no, we are. This is what you prepare all season for. You get through 162 games. It's a marathon, but when you get to the postseason, it's a sprint, and we're ready for it. The field looks great. Everything looks great. We just need to put about 40,000 people in here today.
And I'm sure you guys will.
Yeah.
And it's always fun to see that energy, right? Like the Brewers, we thrive off of that energy right here in Milwaukee.
Not just Milwaukee, but Wisconsin. The sports fan in Wisconsin is just passionate. They love their sports, whether it's Badgers, whether it's the Packers, Bucks, Brewers. We have unbelievable sports fans, and they always bring it.
And what can fans expect when they're coming out here to the field over the next few games?
A lot of pomp and circumstance. You can see the bunting is up around the ballpark. We'll be doing the chalk introductions for the players, giant flag on the field, just a ton of electricity.
And it's crazy to think, it feels like just yesterday we were here for opening day. Now we're talking about October baseball. This is what it's all about. It all comes down to this.
It's nice when you flip the calendar over to October and we're still playing baseball. There's a lot of teams in baseball who are already planning for 2025. We're not there yet. we're planning for today, and we're hopefully planning for the next round and the next round after that. And, you know, the goal's a World Series. That is what we are aiming for, and we want October to be all about baseball.
I mean, I'm wearing the division champions hat that they gave me to sport here this morning, so we're ready to go. And any advice for fans as they're heading out here to AmFam Field later today?
Drink some tea, get your throats nice and lubricated, bring the energy. You know, the players crave it, they want it. They want you loud, they want you screaming. Let's show New York, you know, what Wisconsin fans can do.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, thank you again.
Thank you,
First pitch, 4:32 this afternoon, right here at AmFam Field. You heard Tom, we gotta bring that energy, guys, and I'm bringing all the energy here in the 414 this morning. We'll send it back to you.
Loving it.
I wish I had me a little pom-pom to go along with Josh here.
Carry on, I'll bring this one back for you.
Please do. Take me back to my cheer days. Josh, thank you. And remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email us at inthe608@WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured.
Our Coats for Kids campaign is going on right now, folks, and we could really use your help. We got another 167 coats yesterday, bringing our total to 1,720. We got until this Saturday. That's it. This is the final week here where you can donate those new or gently used coats, hats, mittens, scarves to any Clinky Cleaner or the Lucier Family YMCA. If you want to contribute but you don't have any winter clothes to give, you could always donate monetarily through channel3000.com.
All right, that goal is 5,000, so please bear with us and let's get this goal accomplished.
Let's finish strong.
We got this. Well, coming up in the morning sprint, the potential consequences of falling at old age.
If you've got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, we'd love to help him celebrate. Just send us a picture. We'll show it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
4 years ago, rioters set this Minneapolis police station on fire, trying to burn me and my fellow police officers alive. Governor Tim Walz left us for dead. And Kamala Harris?
This is a movement, I'm telling you. Everyone beware. They're not going to let up, and they should not.
She raised millions to help bail rioters out of jail and supported defunding the police. Kamala sold cops out and put families at risk. Kamala Harris is too weak and too dangerous to be president.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Joan Baldwin wants to ban abortion, even in cases of rape, incest, and when the mother's life is at risk.
And would jail doctors who perform them.
Baldwin voted to ban birth control, too, and to deny rape victims emergency contraception.
Banning all abortions and birth control? No one wants to tell you what to do with your body
more than Joan Baldwin.
But she can't tell you what to do with your vote.
As a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on investing right now in you, the American people. And we can chart a new way forward. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Champion's big window sale is back.
Do you have ugly, hard-to-open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free. Buy 2 Champion windows, get 2 free? I guess that means if you buy 4, you get 4 free. Buy 6, get 6 free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's buy 2, get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Democrats say everything's great, but when you're on a fixed income struggling to pay for gas, groceries, or medicine, it doesn't feel great.
Biden-Harris created this mess.
And Tammy Baldwin's been right there with them.
25 years in Washington. What's she done?
Raised taxes.
Added trillions in new debt.
And gave stimulus checks to illegals.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
I'd like a stimulus check.
I'd like you to take out the trash.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Donate kids' winter coats at Clinky Cleaners during Coats for Kids.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Former President Donald Trump is scheduled to campaign today in Wanakee. This will be Trump's first time campaigning in Dane County and the first time since 1996 that any GOP presidential candidate has visited the county. Trump is scheduled to begin his remarks at 1:30. We will have live coverage on Channel 3000+.
Also happening today, Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff will be in Milwaukee. It's not clear exactly where he'll be or at what time. The campaign says Emhoff plans to talk about the vice president's plan to create an opportunity economy. Speaking of the vice president, Harris is scheduled to visit the Fox Valley on Thursday.
Vice presidential candidates Tim Walz and J.D. Vance will debate tonight. It's expected to be the only debate this election. It's expected to last 90 minutes, and unlike the presidential debates, candidates' microphones will not be muted. There will be no opening statements and no studio audience. CBS is hosting this debate, so the coverage begins at 7 tonight. You can watch that right here on WISC-TV.
Port workers on the East and the Gulf Coasts are now on strike. Members of the International Longshoremen's Association walked off the job a minute after midnight. Among their ultimatums, higher pay and the continuation of the current ban on fully automated equipment. The move will cripple the transfer of a wide variety of goods at cargo ports.
The Israeli military has launched what it calls a limited ground operation into Lebanon. It's a new and dangerous phase in almost a year of war. It comes after aerial assaults that wiped out most of Hezbollah's leadership. Those strikes have also killed hundreds of citizens and displaced more than 1 million people. And just this morning, Israel ordered the evacuation of 24 Lebanese communities north of the Israeli border.
A new study says older adults who experience a fall face a higher risk of dementia within a year. Researchers from Brigham and Women's Hospital in Massachusetts say the increased risk is 21%. They add that the link between falls and dementia appears to be a two-way street. Cognitive decline increases the likelihood of falls, and the trauma of the falls accelerates the progression of dementia.
At least 130 people are dead across 6 states from Hurricane Helene. Hundreds more are still unaccounted for. Helene is expected to rank among the deadliest U.S. hurricanes in the last 50 years. Thousands remain without power across the southeast. Hundreds of roads remain closed with damage that could take years to repair. You can donate to the American Red Cross by heading to our website right now at channel3000.com.
The DNR wants you to check your local fire danger levels before burning outside this week. Dry weather, high winds, those are all factors leading to a higher fire danger. As fall fire season starts, the state is moving equipment further north to prepare for possible wildfires. The DNR says the #1 cause of wildfires in the fall is burning brush and leaf piles.
Temperatures are going to only be in the lower to mid 60s this afternoon. We'll see temperatures climb, though, into the lower 70s this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon, so we do still have a couple of warmer days ahead. That's after our chilly overnight low. Look at the screen, 41.
All right, but it looks like it's a perfect day for Brewers baseball, though.
Yeah, not bad. 65 is near normal, at least.
All right, they're not going to have any problem sweating out there, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, we got that to talk about today, and Trump's visit to Wanakee. Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.